Speaks. This is your March 2019 spiritual messages for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your overall energies are bittersweet. So, with the overall energies of bittersweet, this is about you during this month coming to a place where you may have to set aside your own agenda during the month of March in order to benefit the group or a group or your family members or people in your environment. Maybe needing to make offerings or needing to sacrifice some things in order to maintain a sense of stability within a situation. So in your third eye, in your thoughts, we have prayer. Prayer is about releasing control, allowing for God, angels, and the spirit to work with you or to let things happen or unfold naturally during the month of March. And as I stated before, you may have to give up your own agenda in order to let things unfold. Maybe some things are going to take some time. You may not be able to control the things that you want to control, or you may not be able to make things happen as quickly as you would have them during the month of March. So with that change, or with you releasing those thoughts that may have kept you from or releasing those ideas or releasing those plans or letting go of trying to transform situations, by making room to do that, this changes the way you communicate. So now you're coming to a place of being able to forgive yourself, forgive the people in your environment for the things that you may have experienced previously, because now you are no longer holding on to those old thought patterns or those old plans that you may have had, those old people that you may have been connected to, and now you're coming from more of a place of forgiveness. Now remember, forgiveness isn't about forgiving the other person. Forgiveness is about allowing yourself to forgive yourself for being involved in situations that did not serve you in the first place. So in your heart space, you have perfection, and perfection is talking about understanding that you are perfect just the way that you are, in terms of how you love, what it is that you love, who it is that you love. So the perfection that is within you already, no matter what experiences that you have gone through, your love, or the way that you express your love, is in full bloom during the month of March. But this is also talking about not allowing yourself to put up a facade, because you when you come from your heart space, when you come from a place of trying to be perfect, trying to be better than someone else, or not allowing yourself to be who you are because you are in the presence of certain people, or you don't want to express certain things because you are in large groups or what have you. They're asking you to let go of that facade, let go of that pretense that you have to be a certain way, or you have to act a certain way, or you have to say certain things in order to please certain people. So the energy that you're bringing in is complacency. This is about you releasing that old way of doing things, that old way of communicating, an old way of interacting with individuals within your environment, and letting that go allows for room for new opportunities to come in, new people who line up with what you truly believe, new people who line up with how you communicate, new people who understand who you are, where you're coming from, and what it is that you want to do moving forward. So with that, you have perception. This is how you are showing up in the world. You're closing the door on those past actions, people, places, or things, and you're focusing on the things that bring you growth, stability, and even wealth during the month of March. And what will possibly be, like I said, what could hold you back during the month of March is not being able to be yourself in the midst of particular people. Maybe you're with family members or certain individuals that are friends, that when they come around you have to be a certain way, and then when you get around a different group of people you got to be a different way. This is soulmate is telling you to get in touch with your highest self, being your authentic self, who it is that you truly are, no matter who's in the room, no matter what people have to say about it. It's time for you to close the door on those old patterns or thoughts or ways, even if they were people and situations that made you feel like you had to change yourself in order to be in the midst of them. So what will help you move forward? Like I said, expansion, change, growth. The spirit and angels are with you as you go through this process, because you're going to let let go of that old way of thinking, that old way of manifesting, that old way of interacting with other people. And this is going to bring in new individuals who line up with what it is that you truly want to do, what it is that you like, what it is that you are aspiring to. Whatever it is that you want moving forward towards your future will be aligned with you as you release those old people, places, and things that aren't allowing you to be yourself this month. So, with prayer, this is about, like I said, this is in your thoughts. So this is about you letting go of that feeling that you have to control how people see you, how you are interacting with your friends and your family. It's like if you can't be yourself in particular situations, you are being asked to walk away from those situations and release those situations during the month of March. So with prayer, with unconditional love and guidance for Sagittarius, what are the messages for Sagittarius? Unconditional love and guidance for Sagittarius. Unconditional love and guidance for Sagittarius. Okay. Prayer. Magician. The ability to manifest what it is that you want. So, like I said, with prayer, releasing those old energies or the old way of thinking in regards to how you must present yourself to the world, how you must present yourself in certain situations. Now is the time to manifest with your thoughts what it is that you truly want. So it's like thoughts become things. Thoughts become manifest through you believing and having faith in what it is that you truly want moving forward, who it is that you want to be, what it is that you see for your future. Your thoughts will become manifest. So if you think negative, you get negative situations. If you think positive, you're going to get positive situations. If your thinking is negative, like I said, you're going to have negative communications as well. So this is about you honing in on the power of your mind and all the tools that you have in order to bring balance within your own mental state and allowing for things to unfold naturally, allowing things to happen the way they should, understanding that you don't have to be in control of everything, but thinking positive will bring about positive outcomes. With forgiveness, the Four of Pentacles. So, forgiveness may also include you holding back some communication. Maybe you don't tell everything about what you're doing. Maybe you don't say all of the things you want to say. Now is the time for you to release that. With communication and the Magician card being here, communication, the Magician, with the Four of Pentacles and the Magician card being here, I feel like your thoughts are not being expressed through your words. You have a particular way of thinking and being and wanting to say certain things and not expressing it, not opening up enough to allow for people to get to know the true you and what it is that you truly want to say, what it is that you're truly thinking during the month of March. And during the month of March, you're going to learn how to release that with the bittersweet energy of, like I said, doing things for the greater good of the group. So you may have to speak up in certain situations where you may have before not said anything. You may have to be quiet in situations where before you may have been the first one to speak. So there's going to be a learning curve when it comes to your communications and how you're manifesting within the real world and the situations you are in. But this is about, like I said, being your authentic self. When your mind changes and the way that you think about people and situation changes, your communication changes. So keep that in mind. And with perfection, you have the Six of Swords, moving away from the turbulent energy. So in the month of March, you're not staying stuck in this energy of feeling like you have to be perfect in certain situations. You're coming to an understanding, or you will come to an understanding of what it is in your heart that you truly want moving forward, and what will help you to be your true authentic self. You are trying to manifest what it is that you want, and this is going to require you good communication skills. And with that, you're going to have to release some things. People, places, things, doesn't matter what it is. Now you're coming to a place of authenticity. Okay, and recognizing what it is that you need to walk away from in order to remain your authentic self. So with the Six of Swords, we're coming out of any turbulent energies, whether this is heartbreak and pain and disappointments because you couldn't be yourself in certain situations. Like I said, you're moving away from that energy of needing to be perfect, that energy of needing to be a certain way for certain people in certain environments because you don't want to be seen a certain way. Now you're changing your perception. You're letting go of that expectation of having to be something that you are not for people who don't appreciate it or people who don't appreciate you for who you truly are. And with that, what I said before, you have complacency coming in where you are releasing that old energy. Anything that has kept you from growing, anything that has kept you stagnant, anything that has kept you from following your own dreams or building upon the dreams of others is what you are releasing. And now you're bringing in this energy of being able to manifest what it is that you truly want for yourself. And with that, we have the Strength card. This is about your own courage and determination and ability to tame that need to please other people. So that's the energy you're bringing in this month, releasing that need to please other people, and starting to really focus on what strengths you have within yourself, what it is that you want to grow, what it is that you want to manifest during the month of March. And so you're showing up with perception, a different perception of how things should be, or a different perception of what growth looks like for you. And that's how you're going to go into March, or that's how you're going to be coming or showing up in March with a different perception of what growth is for you, with a different perception of what's wealth for you, a different perception of what friendships are and who people are when it comes to your family members and the people you are connecting with, and who you are as an individual in respect to other people, and how it is that you are going to show up, what it is that you're will and will not tolerate, and you're closing the door on certain things because now you're going through a transformative stage of growth. And with that, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is about nurturing and caring for yourself, nurturing and caring for your projects, your own ideas, the things that you want to manifest moving forward towards the future. And this is about you moving, like I said, you having that perception, a different perception of yourself now during this time, because now you're realizing that you don't have to be a certain way for certain people. And if they don't like what you're doing, you just separate yourself. Now you know that those people who leave your life are meant to leave. Those people who aren't aligning with what it is that you truly want and allowing you to be who you truly are aren't meant to be there. And now there's going to be a new wave of people coming in to nurture and care for you, a new group of people you may be dealing with. So that old facade, that old way of being, that old way of interacting will die, and there will be a new growth or a new community that you will connect with based on this new you. Or not even a new you, the original you. With the soulmate, like I said, getting in touch with your higher self, what it is that you truly want, creating the things that you want for yourself. We have the Moon card. So right now you may be in a phase of not knowing what it is that you want because you've been so busy people pleasing. And now this is a time for you to come to a place of understanding what it is that is hidden on the inside of you that you need to figure out when it comes to what your dreams are, what your hopes are, what objectives or what talents do you have during the month of March. So this is all a part of your own self-discovery during the month of March. This is what you will be going through, your own self-discovery, seeking higher wisdom within your own self in regards to how you want to proceed with your own life without worrying about how you're showing up or worrying about what other people have to say in the situation. Understanding that you can do better than you have been doing. And this is also indicating some form of freedom, having the freedom to be yourself with the soulmate and the Moon card. You may not know what direction things are going to take, and that's freeing as well, because now you're on a path where it's unknown and you get to explore different opportunities and situations that will be fruitful just because you can be yourself in these situations. You don't have to put up some sort of facade or an act. with expansion, like I said, this is about people falling away, new people coming in, growth, prosperity, reaching out to others, shining your light on situations where, you know, now you're going to be able to release old, stagnant people, places, and things in order to invite new things in. And you are being divinely guided as you go through this process of expansion and growth. This is with your finances. This is with all areas of your life. It's changing. So you're going through a transformation during this month. With that, we have the Eight of Swords. So you may be feeling stuck in this energy. So right now, as you go through this transformative stage, this may be a stage where it's a hibernation stage where you're evaluating your thoughts. All you need to do is make a choice as to what to do next, what direction you want to take. Like I said, you may not know during this time what it is that you like, dislike, where it is that you want to go, what it is that you truly want to manifest, and that's what's in your thoughts right now. What you having the tools to do so. You have everything you need to manifest what you want, but now it's time for you to come up with a plan in terms of understanding or trying to figure yourself out and what it is you truly want versus what somebody else may have wanted for you. And this is going to require you to have some sort of strength and determination, because now it's time for you to let go of other people's dreams and start to cultivate your own. And that is for the greater good of the whole. That is for the greater good of your children. That is for the greater good of yourself in order to be whole. At the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Swords. Like I said, all you need to do is make a choice. Make a decision of what direction you want to take, what it is that you want to do. Two of Swords is all about decision. You may not have all the information, as I said before, but this is about you finding out what it is that you truly want moving forward. Changing your perception of yourself. What it is that you're nurturing. Who it is that you're nurturing. Maybe you're nurturing the wrong relationships. Maybe you're nurturing the wrong people or the wrong situations. And needing to nurture yourself and see what it is that you want moving forward. How you can build your own dream and release those old dreams or those dreams you may have had of that you're holding on to, in order to manifest something for yourself. So it's time to move on emotionally from situations, gather your strength, make the choice to expand and grow and make new friendships or make new, come to a place where it's revamping yourself, or a sense of, it's like a makeover, a complete makeover of the way you think, the way you act, the way you talk to people, and being actually who you truly are instead of trying to be what other people want you to be. So with prayer and the Magician, manifesting things, having all the tools you need to manifest, thinking about releasing some things so that you can manifest what you want. With that, we have self-love. You realize that the love of self is necessary in order to love another. So, like I said, positive thinking gets you positive results. That's how you manifest what it is that you truly want. You have to have positive thinking about yourself as well. Otherwise, you will not be able to manifest positive outcomes for yourself because you don't think positive of yourself. It's like counting yourself out before you even get out the gate, before you even start a project, before you even get started on something. You already decided that you were unable to do it, or you already decided that you're going to fail. This is about you loving yourself enough to know that you can win when it comes to what it is that you truly want. When it comes to forgiveness and the Four of Pentacles, holding back communication when necessary, forgiving yourself for being involved with situations, people, places, and things that didn't serve your highest good in the first place. So like I said, forgiveness isn't about the other person. Forgiveness is about forgiving yourself for the involvements that you put yourself in. You can't blame other people for hurting you when you allow yourself to be put in situations and communicate with people who didn't serve your highest good. With that, we have ownership. Oh, you you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike, and learn to love them all as lessons. So, like I said, you can't blame other people for the things that happen to you if you don't take responsibility for your part in participating and allowing for other people to come in and do certain things and say certain things that belittle you or make you feel like you can't do things or make you feel like you can't manifest what it is that you want. This is about your love for self, being yourself in the month of March, where you are able to open up and be with the people who connect with your frequency. So, ownership, taking responsibility for your deeds, your actions, your accomplishments, and your misdeeds. So the things that you did right and the things that you did wrong, taking responsibility and saying, okay, I learned my lesson when it comes to this. I learned my lesson when it comes to that. Okay, what can I do differently moving forward? So that's where we are now with moving forward with the Six of Swords, moving away from that feeling of needing to be perfect for certain individuals, needing to say certain things, needing to do certain things in order for people to like us, in order for people to in order for people to accept, who we are and those types of things. So with that, we have priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So making yourself a priority, making yourself love, taking responsibility for your actions a priority. All of those things have to be taken into account when you're making a priority list. What it is that's on a high priority for me. Yes, my children. Yes, this. Yes, that. But it's like it starts with the self. It starts with the self-love. It starts with you acknowledging your part that you play in situations and making it a priority to move away from situations where you can't be yourself. You can't be who you truly are. You can't speak truth in situations. You can't discuss certain things. You can't be who you want to be because of how other people may perceive you. It's time to move away from that. Instead, make it a priority to do so. In regards to what you're drawing in, we have complacency. With the Strength card, complacency and the Strength card, gaining the courage in order to release those past situations where you may have had those certain dreams that you held on to, and it's time to slow down. Now it's time to use your courage to move away from those situations, people, places, and things that no longer serve you because you can't hold on to that anymore. Now it's time to create your own set of goals and wishes and determinations and what it is that you truly want to manifest moving forward. And with that, we have vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. So, like I said, creating your own vision for what it is that you want in the future. Not holding on to that old vision or trying to help somebody else build their dream. This is about what do you want to build for yourself. In terms of perception and the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing your new perception on life, your new ability to manifest and create. So now you have this new baby to focus on when it comes to your newfound freedom, your newfound way of thinking about yourself and how you're showing up in situations. And now you're coming to a place where, okay, I'm going to be myself, and now it's time for me to nurture myself in a certain way so that I can see that growth within myself and start to gain that self-love. It's going to require some sort of nurturing and caring and seeing things from a different perspective, seeing people from a different perspective. So all of this takes hard work and dedication and really able to focus on what it is that you truly want, especially when you are coming to a place of trying to build your own dreams and releasing those old thoughts you may have had about how you thought things were going to turn out or how you invested in certain people and situations. It's like those people in those situations you may have held on to, that may not have worked out. Now you have to come up with your own plan. So now it's time for you to focus on nurturing that plan. So with that being said, with unconditional love, guys, so Sagittarius, we have transformation. So not only are we changing our perception, there's a transformation happening within our finances, within ourselves, within our environment. Transformation says you use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. This is about becoming aware within your environment, becoming aware of yourself and what it is that you're becoming aware of yourself and what it is that you are expressing to others, being aware of how people are showing up in your life. And this is what I'm getting to as well. It's like this transformation that is happening. If the people and situations that don't line up with your vision, when those people walk away, see, some people say, well, oh, you've changed. And it's like, it's not a bad thing that you've changed. It's that now it's time for a new cycle. Now it's time for a new cycle of friends. It's time for a new status within your finances. It's time for a new status when it comes to who you truly are and what it is that you see moving towards the future. That old you, that old way of being, that old way of thinking of things can't go with you into the future. Those old people and situations that you may have attached yourself to, those people may not be able to move with you towards the future. You may have a whole new circle of friends, a whole new circle of people in general who are there to support you in this new life that you are creating for yourself. That's the transformation. So now those are the illusion of you having to be who you used to be, you having to act how you used to act, that now you're coming into awareness of who you are today versus who you used to be. With soulmate and the moon, I'm not going to take all those. With soulmate and the moon, like I said, you may not know exactly what it is that you want to do during this time. Now it's time for you to seek higher wisdom. It's time for you to go within and really figure out what it is that you want. Go within your soul and see the parts of yourself that maybe you haven't seen in a while. You know, really examine yourself and what it is that you truly want deep down on the inside with the moon card and the soulmate. Okay, battery. With that, we have expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So yeah, those dreams, those parts that are deep within you will now become expressed through you in order to help you move forward towards your future. Like I said, this transformation is happening in the now, and you're going to have to nurture yourself, look within yourself, see the vision for your future. This is about you loving yourself and taking responsibility for your actions and making yourself a priority, making the people in your changing your life a priority. And this may be a bittersweet process because now you have to let go of some old situations and make a choice whether you're going to stay around certain individuals who don't align with what you want moving forward. Are you going to hold on to those old ideas, or are you going to push forward and make new ideas for yourself so that you can expand and grow? And if those people come along later on and they grow and they expand and they change and they catch up to whatever it is, whatever flow you are on, then that's great. But if they don't catch up, you have to still build for yourself and expand and grow and create those friendships and build a foundation for yourself. When it comes to expansion, like I said, you may feel stuck. You may feel like, you know, you need to just go within yourself in order to figure out how you want to move forward. But this is all just about making a choice. You are not stuck. You may feel stuck, but this may be just a temporary pause in order for those old cycles to end and some new cycles to begin. So this may feel like you're stuck and you can't move and you can't do this and you can't do that, but maybe angels, God, and spirit are putting you on a pause so that things can line up for you as you move forward. And then when those things begin to line up, the choices that you need to make will be easier to make. The steps that you need to take will be easier because now you will have gained some information in regards to what direction you want to take things. And with that, we have gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that lovingly present that life lovingly presents to you. So this is about you appreciating this process, the thoughts you had to go through, the situations you had to come through. Maybe you know there's been some hard, difficult situations. A transformation isn't an easy thing. You may have had to let go of some people, places, some things change a job situation, change the way you're seeing yourself, change this, change this. So there may have been a whole lot of changes, but be grateful for those changes. Be grateful for the thought patterns. Be grateful for the worries. Be grateful for the fears, because now you are in a position where you can set your priorities, release some old stagnant situations, and move forward. And with that, we have evolution. You realize that the obstacles are merely lessons on your path of look to love. So like I said, this is about you making some choices. Then you may not want to make some of these choices. You may not want to let some of these people go. You may not want to let the way you acted go. You may not want to let the way you present yourself to the world go. You may want to continue a certain pattern or behavior or what have you, but it's time to evolve and change and make the choice to do so, because the vision for your future is going to be different, or the future is going to be different than your past. And if you want a better future, more abundant, you're going to have to face this transformation. This position is the position of the self and how you're showing up in the world. So the way I see it, you're changing your perception, you're nurturing yourself, and you're going through this transformation. And maybe it's, you either want to go the easy way or the hard way. You either want to go kicking and screaming, or you want to go with the flow of it. So those are your messages for this March 2019. I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how these videos are resonating for you. And if you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much to my new and my old subscribers for watching. And until next time.